everyone. Welcome to Summer Mastermind episode number 3. Today we are going to go through the 7 steps to create a great freebie. This episode stems from the question, again, how do I generate leads? Or maybe people are asking me, I have a freebie, but it's not working. No one's downloading it or opting in. Or what is a freebie? How do I make one? All types of questions around freebies and what that means. It can also be called a lead magnet. So those are interchangeable. But before we get into the 7 steps, let's just go through what a freebie is, aka a lead magnet. So a freebie is something that you give away for free that's of value, and you give it away for free to your potential clients or your prospects or your audience. The purpose of it is for them to get, 1, is to get value out of it, and 2, to get to know you and your services a little bit better, 3, to get them interested in your services, and 4, to take action in the next step and moving forward with you. So typically when people are interacting with you, it takes 7 interactions before they actually feel comfortable enough to purchase. So that freebie is going to be one of the first interactions that they're having with you. So you want to make sure it's amazing, because if it's not, it's going to be a turnoff, and from that moment they might not look back at your services ever again. So this is kind of the first thing that you're giving away for free value. It's for them to see what you have to offer and how you can help them. The freebie should be of value, and it should actually get them a result. So it shouldn't just be like information. It should be something that's actually going to be beneficial and help them in their fitness journey. So there is going to be 7 steps to create a great freebie, and we are going to go through those 7 steps right now. So step number 1 is to pick the perfect subject. So sounds simple enough, but a lot of times people just put out freebies to put out freebies. Like they think that this is what they should be doing and what their clients would like, so they just put it out. But the thing is, you don't just want any freebie. You want a freebie that has a subject that's relevant to a problem your audience is facing, or a solution that they really, really need. So it needs to be solving a solution ultimately. So maybe it's something like the 10 steps to lower blood pressure while still eating what you want. You see, that subject is very specific for that market. I'm looking for people who are specifically have low blood pressure, high blood pressure, because let's just say that's, as an example, that's my target market. I work with people who have high blood pressure. So this subject is going to be appealing to my target market, because they need a solution for lowering their blood pressure. So the subject should be in alignment with your target market and also be in alignment with what their issues are, and your freebie should actually solve that issue. Number 2, you want to decide on the type of freebie you're going to give away. So there's lots of different types of freebies. You can have a quiz, you can have a digital download, you can have a webinar, and so many other types. The most that you'll probably see are digital downloads, which is essentially a PDF. So that could be like an ebook or a guide, a tools guide or something, a short like downloadable document is what you're probably most likely going to see. So, and I actually recommend starting off with a digital download, which will come in the form of a PDF. Again, it's going to be the simplest to create. It's going to be easy for your client to receive, and it can be super valuable. And so this can come in the form of a checklist, a list of steps, a cheat sheet, or anything else that you want that they're able to download. So maybe it's a cheat sheet for how to get in shape after having a baby. Again, it's specific, and you can actually see what the result is going to be just within that the type of freebie that you're going to be offering. Number 3 is going to be name it something catchy. So name your freebie something that is outcome based and sounds like a tangible result. So when they read the title, they should know what the outcome is going to be, or they should know what result they're going to get from just reading the title. So some examples could be flat tummy formula. So I know I'm going to get the formula for getting a flat tummy. It's very simple. I don't have to think hard about it. I just know, oh, I want that flat tummy formula. Another one could be 5-minute belly fat buster. So I know that in 5 minutes, I'm going to be able to bust some belly fat. That's good for me because it's a quick workout. I could probably just do it every day for 5 minutes, and I want to be busting some belly fat. Or bikini body accelerator checklist. So I know immediately in reading the title that I'm getting a checklist to accelerate me reaching my bikini body goals. And obviously it's summer. Was it hot summer girl, hot girl summer? I'm so not hip. It's hashtag hot girl summer, right? That could be your freebie name, hashtag summer. That's probably so popular right now, right? Because everyone's searching that hashtag, and they know what they're gonna get. They're gonna get tools. It could be hashtag I already forgot the hashtag that quick. Some hot summer girls. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible. But you know what I mean. Use that hashtag and put it into some cool names so they know. Oh, hot girl summer. So it could be hot girl summer checklist. So they know they're gonna get the checklist for how to get that hot girl, how to be a hot girl in that summer. Hopefully you're more hip than me and you had a way cooler way of putting that. But so by the title, again, you either know exactly what the results are going to be, or you know what kind of thing that you're getting. So you know that it's going to be like a checklist or like a list of steps or something like that, all within the name. So this should all be in the name. What's in a name that which we call a rose? Some Shakespeare for you. Number 4, you want to select the right image for sharing on social media. So now when it comes time to let people know, hey, yo, I got this freebie, you want to have an image that you can share or post onto your social media to let them know about it. So the image that you choose should be very eye-catching. And so here are some of the image best practices that I'm just going to run you through. So first, you're going to want to make sure you use bright colors. You want it to stand out because on social media, if you look at Facebook or Instagram, the background of both of those platforms are white. So you're going to want to pick an image that's bright and stands out on that white background. You don't want to choose an image that has a white background because it's going to just fall into line with the social channel and it's going to get lost in the mess of all the other random stuff that's on that platform. So essentially what I call it is you want a scroll stopper image. So you want people to stop scrolling when they get to your image. 2, you want to use bold and clear text. Use big bold text, but again, not too much text because you don't want your whole thing to be full of text. But if you are using text, make sure it's clear and bold. Which leads me to the next one. You want to limit the amount of text because the main focus is going to be on the image that we are creating. And you want to use a 3D image of what you're offering. So it's there's again in another lesson I can go through the 3 types of images that you want to make sure you're using because we want to test things. You can't just try one thing and expect it to work. So you want to test the different types of images that you're using. Maybe you're using an image that's a 3D image of the actual thing that you're, not the actual thing, but a replica of what you're creating. So maybe you have a guide and you create a 3D image of what that guide might look like. So you take the cover of that guide and you make it 3D, and that's what's part of your image that you're sharing. And if you don't know how to make a 3D image, just start off with the 2D flat image in like Canva. You can just go to canva.com, create it there, and then check out someone on fiverr.com to actually, and they'll be able to actually turn it into a 3D image for you. The 3D effect is cool just because it makes it seem like something real and tangible, even though it's still digital. And it's a psychological thing that they're like, oh, I'm about to get this cool guide. So that's one type of way to move about it, is to use a 3D image of what they're actually getting. You can use an image of yourself and then just in the copy talk about it. Or you can use another random image that catches their attention. And again, that's another episode for another day for how to create that type of catchy content. But for the sake of just creating your freebie, again, you just want to have something that's bold, that stands out, that maybe shows what they're getting. So it's easier for them to understand, oh, this is actually a guide that I'm going to get. Number 5, you're going to want to list the benefits. So in creating the perfect freebie, you want to list the benefits of what the freebie is going to provide to the person who downloads it. So you want to make a note of maybe 3 to 5 benefits that describe what will happen as a result of using and implementing the solution that they're going to find inside your digital download. So at this point, you may not use them for anything, but you will eventually, when we get down to step 6, 7, and 8, you will use these benefits in your ads and your social media posts and in other places. And so when people ask about your freebie, you want to be able to tell them, oh, after you downloading my kit, you will have the exact tools that I use to lose that stubborn belly fat, or not tools, I guess, but you will know the 5 exercises to lose that bottom belly fat, and you will be able to rock your bikini confidently. So like whatever those benefits are going to be, you want to make sure that you know what they are so you can include them in your social copy. Number 6, for creating a great freebie is you actually have to create the content. You can't just have this idea and expect like you're going to get people to download it, right? So you have to create the content. You have to build the freebie. Again, you can use one of my favorite sites, canva.com. Again, I'll put the link in the description to create these pages. And so you want to keep it short. You want to keep it between 3 and 5 pages, whatever your digital download is. I have some that are a little longer, but it kind of just depends on what content you're including. But just starting out, try to keep it 3 to 5. And I want to run through some freebie best practices as it pertains to actually creating and building the freebie. So you want to use bold subheadings. So that sounds easy, but a lot of people don't think about subheadings and titles and subtext and that kind of thing. So the reason why you want to make sure you have subheadings that stick out is because 9 times out of 10 when people download your freebie, they're literally just going to scan through it and be like, to check to see what's going on. So if they're able to briefly scan through and see what your subheadlines are, they can know right off the bat, like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. I can look at the actual details later. But if they scan through and they can't really tell like what's about to happen, and you got 3 pages of stuff that they're going to actually physically have to read in order to learn, they're going to be immediately turned off. So use subheadings, include value. This whole thing is, the whole purpose of it, of the freebie, is to give value. So you have to include something that's going to invoke a tangible result, something that's actually going to help them achieve something. So you have to include value when you're creating your freebie. And the third thing, you want to make it easily digestible and bite-sized. So again, those subheadings are going to help with that, but also listing things out as steps will also help make it bite-sized and easily digestible. So the 7th and last thing that you're going to want to implement to create a great freebie is to build the delivery system. So this is the most important part, because even if you create this amazing freebie, you have it, this 3D image, you have this great benefits, it looks amazing, it's going to get you great results. If no one knows about it, no one's going to be able to access it. So the delivery system is going to be able to deliver your freebie to them. And so how this starts is by creating what we call a landing page to deliver your offer. So a landing page is literally, just think of like a 1-page website where they're able to enter in their name and email and hit that submit button, and then automatically they get the PDF in their email. And so when you're building a landing page, I encourage you to use ClickFunnels. So that's just clickfunnels.com. And I'm going to actually give you a link below where you can get a discount on that, because it could be pricey, but if you use my discount, it'll be like 80% less pricey, right? So you can get my landing page template, which is going to give you that discount price by going to mycoachline.com/freebie template. And again, that link will be below, but mycoachline.com/freebie template. I'm going to give you the exact template for a landing page, so you don't even have to build anything. It's already going to be built for you. All you need to do is change out your picture of your freebie and the title and the benefits, and connect it to your email. And so that's going to be really simple for you. If you have any questions about what that, how to use that, we can talk about that in the Q&A. You want to, on this landing page, you want to keep it clean. You don't want it to be having all this other stuff. When you download my template, you'll see that it's pretty clean with white backgrounds, with bold things coming out at you. So the focus is on the things that are popping out from the background. You want to limit the number of colors, textures, and text on the page because you want the main focus to be that download button. You want to make sure your offer stands out with an image on the page. So you almost always want to include an image of your offer, which is going to be that 3D image or something else that you're going to have on that landing page. You're going to want to have those 35 benefits. So as you can see, everything is coming together. So all the things that we created in steps 1 through 6, we're going to put all together for the 7 steps for your delivery system. Number 5 or 6, you're going to want to include a CTA, which is a call to action. So this is telling them to do something. So the button, this is the button. The call to action is the button, and maybe your button says "Get my guy now," but you have to have that button. And you want to make sure, which is a little trick that I teach, is that I find very beneficial, is to make the CTA a button that opens a pop-up. Instead of having the actual input fields like your name and email directly on that landing page, have the button that opens a pop-up where then they're then able to put in their information. The reason why I recommend this is because, one, it weeds out the people who are not serious, because there are freebie lovers, people who just sign up for freebies just to have them, who really don't plan on doing anything with it. But if you have a 2-step process, it's going to weed out those freebie lovers, and they're just going to go on their way, and you're going to actually get the real people who really want to get this download. So that's one thing, and it also just keeps the landing page clean without having the input fields on that first page. And yeah, so that's just a little tip that I like to give. And then the very last thing when you're building your delivery system is you want to integrate it with your ESP. And an ESP stands for Email Service Provider. So this could be MailChimp, but I personally prefer to use ActiveCampaign, and again, I'll put that link below so you can get a discount if you decide to use that, or I think it's a trial or something. But using ActiveCampaign or MailChimp, which is probably what you're most familiar with, is once they enter in their information, your email service provider or your ESP, aka ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, will send that PDF directly to the client's or potential client's inbox, and they'll be able to download it via their email. So those are all of the steps that you're going to want to take to build your delivery system. The first being getting that landing page locked in and then connecting it to your ESP so they can deliver it. So that was a lot of steps to create the perfect freebie. So let's just back it up real quick and review those steps in order. So 1, you're going to want to pick the perfect subject that appeals to your target market and solves a problem. 2, you want to decide on the type of freebie. In this case, I recommend a digital download. 3, you're going to want to name it something catchy. So in the name, I should be able to tell exactly what the result is going to be just from the name. 4, you want to select the right image. You want to select an image that shows what they're maybe going to get, or shows that emotion that they're going to feel afterwards, or shows that result, but most likely an image of what they're going to get, and put that maybe in a 3D format. 5, you want to list the benefits, so 3 to 5 bullets of what they can expect to achieve after using this download. 6, you want to create the content. You want to maybe use Canva to actually create it. Keep it at 3 to 5 pages. Use those bold subheadings so people can skim it. And then 7 and last final, you want to build the delivery system. You want to have that ClickFunnels landing page that they're able to press that CTA button, and then it delivers through your ActiveCampaign email service provider. So those are the 7 steps that you want to take to build an awesome freebie. If you want me to take a look at your freebie, be sure you come to the Q&A and we can go over your freebie and look at it and see how it's doing. But I do want you to actually, your homework for this episode. Episode number 3 homework is to, if you already have a freebie, drop your freebie link in the Facebook group so we can all check it out. Or 2, if you do not have a freebie, drop your idea of what freebie you want to create, meaning list what your drop your freebie name in the group, and then we'll do a game where we can see if we can figure out what you're actually offering. So just put the name of your freebie in the group so we can do a little game and try to figure it out. And if we can't figure it out based off your name, then that's a sign that you're going to want to choose a new name. So either drop your link to your freebie or drop the name to your freebie if you don't have one yet in the group, and we can work this week on creating a freebie for you. So that concludes episode number 3 today, the 7 steps to create a great freebie. If you have more questions about this, be sure to join the live Q&A, or if you want to talk more in depth with me personally, be sure to book your free breakthrough call at mycoachline.com/apply. I'll put that link in the description, but on that call, we will get you clear on your goals and a plan to help you build and grow a profitable 6-figure online fitness business. I'm looking forward to talking to you if that's what you want to do. As always, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Share being the biggest, because we want to spread this value around, because we want everyone to win and be successful, because we all can. And as I always say, true to my heart, always train, love, and grow. I love you guys, and I will see you in episode number 4 for Summer Mastermind. Talk soon.